The Google Pixel 8 Pro is not just Pro, it is Ultra. So today we will check out the battery life, how good you can play games on it, we will test the camera and many more things. But first up, let's start with some of the specs and the design. The Pixel 8 Pro is a huge smartphone in every dimension. You get a large 6.7-inch display and it's 9mm thick. Just a comparison, an iPhone 14 is just 8mm thick. You just have to pick the bugger up and you will instantly feel that it's heavy too. 213 grams to be precise. We have rounded corners and a smooth transition from the front display to the aluminum frame. A lot happens on the glass back. Here we have Gorilla Glass Victus 2 and the typical Google logo right in the middle. Now the camera. I love the design choice. Instead of having separate cameras in one corner, you have that big metal bar protecting the cameras, plus the phone doesn't wiggle around anymore if you lay it flat on its back. In here we have all our 3 cameras, to which we will get later on in the video. So like I said, we have a large 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display with a peak of 2400 nits, which is more than bright enough to watch your movies and play games on a hot sunny day. The display refresh rate tops off at 120Hz, but you cannot manually adjust that in the settings. There's just a slider to automatically switch from 60Hz to 100Hz for some content. Alright, watching movies, Netflix series, and my favorite animes with HDR10 plus resolution is great. You get very crisp colors on here, very good contrast. You will definitely love watching movies on this phone. By the way, we can also adjust the screen resolution on the Pixel 8 Pro from high resolution to full resolution at a cost of a little bit of your battery life. As for the audio settings, you have a crispy clean sound and the phone gets loud as well. So let me give you a quick example right quick.
A stylish design and tracks all of your sports, but it also has a great battery life and you can play games on it. But first up, let's check out some of the specs and the design.
There are also some audio related features like your live captions that we already know from the previous models. There is a new feature, clear calling. Like this, you will understand others better if they are in a noisy and loud environment like at a party or at the bar. There is Now Playing, which is basically a built-in Shazam app. And there is adaptive sound. This one will automatically tweak the equalizers of your phone according to your surroundings to have the best sound experience. As for the battery life, you get a large 5050 mAh battery inside of this bugger. Like this, you will get a full 8 hours of display time, and that is with heavy usage. I was using the cameras quite a lot. I was playing games and tested all of the features on this phone. You even get 10 plus hours of battery life out of it if you just watch movies all day long. As for the charging speed, the Pixel 8 Pro isn't that fast with just 30 watts wired charging. Better charge this phone during the night. At least we got 23 watts wireless and reverse wireless charging as well, so you can charge your Pixel Watch 2 on the backside of this phone. By the way, I tested the Google Pixel Watch 2 on this channel as well. Just click the link down below in the description. Alright, feature-wise, the Pixel 8 Pro is packed with AI features, but also the standard Android 14 features. First up, the storage and the fingerprint sensor. The fingerprint sensor works great in my opinion and never failed, and if you have some wet fingers, you still have the face detection, which works great as well. I never had such a good experience with the face detection. As for the storage, you either get 128 gigs, 256 or 512 gigs of internal storage, each coming at a different price point. Alright, AI-wise, let's start up with the wallpapers. You have to open up your wallpaper settings by long pressing on the screen and then click on More Wallpapers. Now you can click on AI Wallpaper and look for the theme that you like most. And now comes the coolest part. You can change the words, and according to that, the wallpaper will change. There are a lot of sample words that you can use, and it only takes a few seconds until you have a new wallpaper. You can also edit your group photos and change the facial expressions of single persons. With Magic Compose, you can rewrite messages using the AI, or you can ask the Google Assistant to read web pages for you if you're feeling lazy. So there's really a whole lot to discover on the smartphone. What is also great is that you get a full 7 years of OS and security updates on the phone. I've never seen this before. Like this, you will get all the way up to Android 21, which is probably in 2030. I will be really old by then. As usual, Google included a VPN with Google One, so you can and should turn this one on every time you are out in the internet or worried about location tracking. So now onto the gaming and the performance. And the Google Pixel 8 Pro is powered by the Tensor G3 chipset, which is backed up by 12 gigs of RAM, and to be honest, there's nothing to complain about. Everything runs creamy smooth in your daily usage. You can swipe around on the display, open up apps, and do all of the other stuff that you do with your smartphone. Also, when it comes to gaming, the Google Pixel 8 Pro performs great. I played Genshin Impact in the highest resolution and it was so much fun. It's running very smooth even if a lot happens around you, multi-fights and lots of interactions. Now I did feel that the phone got a little hot after a while, which you have to keep an eye on, but it wasn't finger burning hot. Also, the small camera and the very slim bezel doesn't get in the way, and you have your usual Google gaming dashboard. Right here you can set the phone into a high performance mode, you can stream your games live to YouTube, you got frame rate measurement, D&D mode, you can take screenshots and even screen record. Now finally the camera test. The Google Pixel 8 Pro is very good. You can record videos in 4K with 60 frames per second with the front and the back camera. You also have a few different image stabilization options. It can record macro videos, you have a speech enhancement, and the colors of the videos look great too. So here a quick selfie video. Alright, so now we get up to the selfie camera test, and this one can record in 4K with 30 frames per second. And I do look a little pale, but I just have to get a little bit in the sun, I think. And I think it works great. So let's switch that up and let's see how the front camera is doing. Alright, so now we flip the camera around and now we're recording in 4K with 60 frames per second with the main camera. And I think it should look great. And there is my little buddy. The triple camera setup is great too. You get a 50 megapixel main cam with OIS, 48 megapixel telephoto, and a 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. For the selfie cam, you get a 10.5 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and pictures look great with every camera. In the portrait mode, you have a face retouch filter to smoothen out your face, but you get great background blur and crispy clean pictures. Also, the selfie cam takes stunning portrait photos, and you will be more than satisfied with this one. Colors of your normal snaps and with the ultra wide angle lens look great with poppy colors, good contrast, and you see lots of details. Of course, there is a pro mode on this phone as well, and you can tweak the resolution and change between the JPEG and the raw footage. You can take long exposure photos, and there is even an action pan mode to make your movies and photos like out of the movies. So overall, the Google Pixel 8 Pro is one of the best smartphones that you can get in 2023. By the way, I have also covered the Pixel 7a and other Pixel devices on this channel as well. Just click right here to get right to the movies. Just click right here to get right to it. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.